This is the Louisiana Hometown Network, bringing you public information, coverage of the monthly meeting of the Louisiana Board of Regents for Higher Education and the Board of Elementary and Secondary Education, also known as BESE.
It's Lemonade Day 2015. It's our 5th year in a row for Louisiana Lemonade Day. So excited. This is what the whole vision was, is to have parents and big buddies and things taking kids through and learning to do these fantastic lemonade stands. This is just a perfect example of how kids get creative with their marketing, their advertising, their branding. I mean, every year I start seeing bigger and better and great ideas that come through. It's just really exciting.
These kids are learning all about setting a budget, making change, putting some money aside for savings. They're learning the philanthropic part of doing business where they give back a third to their community. So this falls right in line with financial literacy.
We're out here in Zachary, Louisiana at Americana Development, where we have schools competing against each other. We have about 50 stands out here, all selling to raise the most. Whoever raises the most is going to win $1,000 on top of that for their school and an additional $150 to the best looking stand out here today.
Fantastic. But y'all are all color coordinated, huh? Pink delicious. I like this.
It was really interesting because we got to see our children's individual talents really show themselves. Not every child wanted to be involved with the paint. Some were more concerned about the budget. So we really got to let their talents shine.
What did you as a parent learn from doing this?
I just learned to just relax and just let kids do what they want to do.
We decided to do this whenever they gave us a little packet at school with my friend Katie, and we just decided that we liked lemonade and we wanted to do it.
We have gumballs, rock candy, M&Ms, cupcakes, and pink lemonade.
What did you learn by doing this?
I learned that that every kid should do this because it's really fun and you can earn money by doing it.
We thought it would be really fun for having a lemonade stand and having a lot of different things.
What did you learn by doing this?
I learned that it's not always easy to run your own lemonade stands.
Look at here, what we got here? We got a menu.
We have strawberry lemonade.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's get a strawberry. Look at these.
Those are lemon pies.
They're lemon pies, really? Oh my gosh, that's so great. Okay, give me a lemon pie, please. How much are they?
I have lemonade cookies and pink strawberry lemonade and regular lemonade with also, what is it called? Pecan candy.
What did you do to put all this together?
Well, I just had things in my mind because I've been waiting for the whole summer to come so I can put it all together.
What did you learn by doing this?
I learned that it's a great way to bond with family, and it's really a way to get together and connect with each other.
Bonding with my family.
Are you going to do it again next year?
Yes.
Very good, thank you.
Actually, it's in representation of my grandmother who passed away in November. She was an entrepreneur and actually the candy lady in her neighborhood. So we wanted to do this to represent my grandmother.
How much work was involved in putting this together?
It was a lot of work. A lot of work.
What did you as a parent learn by doing this?
That my children are awesome. They came up with the ideas and they wanted to do it all by themselves without my help. Without our help.
It's hard work, and that's what I learned. And it's a lot of tediousness, and hey, but it's worth it. You know, the kids are gonna have a good time out here, and we're all gonna enjoy it.
I would recommend this to other parents because I think it allows them to have just a fun activity to work with their child with.
Yes, I would. I mean, you always need to spend time with your kids. You know, it's a learning experience for them. Learning how to run a lemonade stand is the basics of, you know, life. Really, you know, it's all about coming together as a family.
This is phenomenal. This is the vision. This is what we want. This is the community's involved. Everyone's behind it. There's a lot of diversity and variety out here. You couldn't ask for anything better.
Oh, it's phenomenal. I mean, you've got over 40 stands set up out here with kids from 2 different elementary schools that are kind of competing for the overall amount of money they're bringing in. and they're doing a great job. You've got different stands from the simple ones to the extravagant ones.
All right, so for creativity, first place, stand number 9 again.
Statewide, across Louisiana today we have thousands of lemonade stands. This year, 15,000 backpacks, and kids went through the program in one way or the other, learning about entrepreneurship and giving back to their communities.
Last year we did this and drove around, and there was a stand or two here, a stand or two there, but to see all 40 stands in one location and have a community like that come together, it's phenomenal.
Kids learn so much from doing a lemonade stand, and why I like this Lemonade Day program is it teaches them how to open their stand, construct a stand, market their stand, and give them different ideas on how to do a fantastic stand to attract business. And then the best part about it is the money they make in these stands, we encourage them to save a third of it, go spend a third of it, had fun with it, but a third goes back to your community. And one of my favorite things is to go around asking these children, where is your charity dollars going?
If people have questions like more information about this for next year, what should they do?
You know, if you have any information, want to get involved with Lemonade Day next year, go to LouisianaLemonadeDay.org.
We're beginning a week-long celebration of National Travel and Tourism Week. It's celebrated all over the United States, established by Congress, and it's that 1 week a year where we take stock of what this industry means to business, to our lives, to jobs, to our own fun and our own enjoyment, which is such a critical part of one of the biggest industries in the country. So the theme, interestingly enough, this year for National Travel and Tourism Week is travel is blank. Because at its essence, travel is very personal, you know, and we do it for many reasons. Sometimes it's for business, sometimes it's for pleasure, sometimes it's just an escape that we're able to make. So for me, when I think about how to fill that blank in, I think from the business side, I think travel is jobs. Travel is tax revenues. You know, travel is big business. But on the personal side, I think travel is inspiration. Travel is that thing which gets you out of your own skin and allows you to discover more about yourself and about more places. It makes each of us who travel, I think, a little bit less ethnocentric. It makes us a little bit more tolerant. It opens our worldview. It allows us to bring ideas that we gain from countries and places that we would never imagine those ideas would germinate from. And I think that's what travel at its essence is. You know, it's a combination of a lubricant of all international commerce, but it's also that thing which inspires our souls and brings out all the very best of what we are. New Orleans alone generated, just in visitor spend, not in the B2B part, but in the visitor spend, $6.8 billion last year alone. That's fresh new capital imported into the state from outside. You're talking about 82,000 jobs. Think of the number of families in the 10-parish area who are dependent in some way on us. The thing that we oftentimes forget is that the assets of our industry, the restaurants, the hotels, the retail diversity, the museums, the nightlife, those are the fundamental things that make this a great place to live. You know, so when you think about Louisiana as a whole, you're looking at 11-12 billion dollars in spend. You're looking at 28 million visitors. You know, it's become one of the 3 largest industries in our entire state. It's not just in New Orleans, it's spread in every nook and cranny. But the reality is that New Orleans, when you're looking at international and you're looking at the brand of Louisiana, New Orleans is the very essence of that. It's the gateway. So it's a wonderful time to celebrate our partnerships throughout the state and realizing that with the amount of money that we generate, You're looking at $800 million of taxes that flow to state and local governments just because of tourism. That's pretty extraordinary.
Well, let's talk about New Orleans. We have over 80,000 related jobs in New Orleans alone for tourism. So, for the industries, restaurants, bars, hotels, etc., over 80,000 jobs. Imagine all of those people that are coming to work every day, providing great service and experience for our guests, our travelers in New Orleans, leaving work at the end of the day, going to their homes that they purchased because of the jobs they have with us, going to the grocery stores and spending their money there, and all the economic impact that happens because of the jobs they have in tourism. Over 80,000 jobs. It's pretty wonderful. And I'll tell you, one of the things that we in this industry want to make sure that we say louder and louder is that this is an important industry. Really critically important industry. The number that we employ, the amount of economic impact that we have, the amount of tax dollars that we deliver at both the local and state level that support all the services that we enjoy every day. I mean, this is a very, very important industry. We quietly sit behind the scenes a lot. We do. This gives us 1 week a year that at least we can really jump up and down and wave our hands and say, this is a critical industry. This is a critical area of enjoyment for all people. Everyone's a tourist in one way or another, and that's what we're here to do this week.
Travel is how real business gets done, and it's how families and travelers experience the world in a different way together. Throughout the state, it's absolutely significant, with over 250,000 people working in the tourism and travel industry here in Louisiana. We have an impact well beyond just the New Orleans destination, but throughout the entire state.
Tourism is a huge business for Louisiana. We've had 3 record-setting years, people visiting Louisiana and spending money. Over 28 million people visiting last year, 1 million more than the year before. They spent over $11 billion in the state, and that translated to $836 million in state sales tax that was not paid by any Louisianian, but by people who are visiting our state. It's big business and a big job creator.
So thank all of y'all for being here. This is the kickoff of what Congress has established as National Travel and Tourism Week. We are the first city in America to kick it off this week. We'll be joined by 50 other destinations over the next couple of days. But this is about a celebration of an industry that we all know but we don't think about as an industry, and that is tourism and hospitality and the cultural economy. What this week is about is for all of us saying thank you to all of you who make this business come alive. It's also about being good advocates, reminding our elected officials, from the president to Congress to governors to city councils to mayors to legislators, just how critically important we are. The theme this week for National Travel and Tourism Week is tourism is blank. This year, we're trying to personalize it to make you think about what it means to you. For all of us in this room, it means jobs, but it means a lot more, because when you think tourism is jobs, what does that mean in New Orleans? 82,000 people from this parish and 9 surrounding parishes that come to work. We've got John Young and Mike Yenny here today. I'm not sure where they're standing, but that just reflects, and thank you guys for being here. You know, Jefferson is so critical to us and our surrounding parishes because we are one. We are one. But when you think about these jobs, what does that mean? You know, in the last 3 or 4 years, we've added 15,000 jobs into the New Orleans economy. And over the next 4 years, with all the things that we have going, the new hotels that will be opening, restaurants that are, y'all see the restaurants. It's almost like every weekend, isn't it? We're looking at another 10,000 to 15,000 jobs. But just as important as those jobs is the fact $6.8 billion are brought here to this little town with 380,000 people. $6.8 billion by nearly 10 million people from all over the world. That's absolutely astonishing. You're talking about clean, pure, fresh capital every year that has to be earned and worked for and competed against every cool place to go in the country. And we're doing a great job. But I'll tell you what, It's everybody who works in every one of the jobs, from making a bed to playing a horn to the drum to checking you in, to think about it. Poets in the square. It's every one of us that makes this industry come alive. Well, right now, I got to tell you, we've been faced with a few things in Baton Rouge that are not really great for our industry. We've got them pretty calm, so we're glad about that. And we think that overall, we're going to be in the position we want to be in by the end of session. But right now, I want to remind every one of you, as people in the hospitality industry, this state is in real peril, from higher education to hospitals to state parks and museums and libraries. Let your voice be known to every elected official that this matters and that we can't continue down the path that we're on. Because if we do, we're not going to be the Louisiana we want to be. And what is it that we want to be? It's encapsulated in that travel is. Travel is what? It's not just jobs. It's not just economic power. It's not just the tax revenues that we generate. By the way, I think most of y'all know nearly 30% of the city's operating revenue comes in some form from our industry, from the people who work in our industry, from what tourists buy, from what all of you and us buy. But when you think about that tourism is, you know what it is? It's inspiration. It's about getting out of our own skin when we travel. It's helping those who come here explore a new part of themselves and touch their inner core in ways that they've maybe forgotten about. Travel today, it's experiential. It's not just big business. It's about the soul and it's about the heart. And is there a more authentic, real place where people from every street and every neighborhood in this city come together to present to the outside world a kind of welcome and a culture that literally bubbles up from the street? It doesn't come down from above. It's born in they're genetically wired. We're genetically wired, whether we're chefs, whether we're poets, whether we're writers, whether we're making films, whether we're making beds, whether we're starting our career, whether we're mixing a drink. Let me tell you what, this industry is the most fun industry to work in the world. There is nothing like it. And here we not only get to have fun, we get to be the economic driver, and it matters. So for us, over this next few years, you know what you're going to hear from us a lot? We are going to become the kind of political power that we are as an economic power. That means all of us, we're going to drag y'all kicking and screaming to get engaged with governors, with legislators, with mayors, with council members. Because when you think of all the things that we're dreaming about, we're like this close, but we're not there. And we've got a big, big target in 2018 as our 300th birthday comes up. And what we're going to be talking about is what does it take to get there? Because an interesting thing about the people in this room, about the businessmen and women that are out there, the creative men and women on this stage, their ideas and their dreams are the things that provide the fuel for us being better. It's really simple. It's not only about green, and it's about economics. And I think you all know that as an industry, green is our favorite color because it's what it's all about at the end of the day, right? Can you imagine what y'all be doing working if there weren't any tourists coming in? It wouldn't be a very pretty picture, would it? I mean, and so this week that's what we're going to talk about. And we're very excited to have all of you, the men and women who work on the line in every kind of different job, come help us. We're going to be celebrating at a huge luncheon at the Sheraton in just a few minutes. But I want you to think about, as we close this out and I turn over to our boss, the chairman of the board of the Convention and Visitors Bureau, I want you to think about what travel means to you. And I want you to think about the way that you dream and how you dream this city could be better. Because I can tell you, with the number of people that work in this industry and with the economic power that you have in your hands, in your pockets, we have a chance to make things different. So we're going to be reaching out to you over the next few years to join us in making sure that that is a reality. So I'd like to turn over to one of the great representatives from the New Orleans hotel industry. He's been president of Hotel and Lodging. He's the chairman of the board of the New Orleans Convention and Visitors Bureau. He loves this city in a way I can't even describe, and he has the great day job of being the general manager of the Waldorf Astoria property, the Roosevelt Hotel, which he has made an incredible, gleaming, gorgeous success. But having him as a partner, and I want you guys to think of him not only in his job with us, his job in the hotel, but over this past year, every hotelier you see, every general manager, every owner, you tell them thank you, thank you, thank you for the assessment that they agreed to have come onto them, because having that has meant we are now marketing all over the country, on television in San Francisco, in Chicago, in Washington, places that we've never been before. We are doing things in marketing power and in sales like we've never been able to do. And we've also, because of those dollars, been able to come in and begin to help the French Quarter rebound and provide the partnerships, for example, with state police that allow it to be the kind of safe neighborhood we want again. So thank you to the leaders like Todd that stood up for this. And ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you the amount of time that he puts in with us to make all of you successful. General Manager of the Roosevelt Hotel, Mr. Todd Chambers.
First of all, good morning, everyone. And there's never a more difficult task than having to come up and speak after Steve Perry. I have a whole series of 3 pages of notes. He's covered each and every detail on those 3 pages. I am not going to speak very long, but yeah, as I stand here in this room and we talk about tourism, think of all the experiences that we, that are working in the tourism industry, are having right now. Right now, think of what's going on here. We have wonderful food in the back of the room. We love to eat, don't we? The Mardi Gras Indians. Who are you kidding, huh? One of the great, great, great standards of entertainment, a wonderful brass band. I don't know anyone that can get up and do what was going on but unbelievable. That's one event, by the way, folks. One event. Who's proud to work in this industry? This industry is in our blood. It's what we do. It's what we love to do. I want to personally thank you all for taking time out of your busy days to enjoy celebrating what is who we are, marching and celebrating our great industry, and really, let's enjoy a wonderful tourism week. Thank you all for coming. The one thing that you see is that, the people within this industry are very proud of it. Very, very proud of it. We're proud of what we do. The people who come to work in our hotels and restaurants and attractions every day are proud to work within those different places. They identify, they attach to them. It's all part of who they are. Not just their personal lives, but part of who they are is actually what they do every day when they enjoy working within this crazy industry.
What is the potential? What is the future for Louisiana tourism?
Well, it's unlimited. We're seeing growth every year, and I hope that's going to continue. This is my swan song as Lieutenant Governor. It's been a real privilege the past 5 years to represent Louisiana and promote our state, and I think nothing but great things are ahead.
What about support for Louisiana tourism on a statewide basis, particularly in Baton Rouge?
Well, we've had our challenges budget-wise, obviously, over the years, and this is as severe a year as I think I've ever seen in terms of budget challenges, but we've proven you can do more with less and gotten great results with less people and less money. So government can work when it's shrunk down a little bit, and we're making great things happen for the state.
I want people to take what is considered one of the top destinations, not only in the United States, but around the world. I want people to know that we're here for their safety. We're here to make sure that their experience doesn't have to worry about the public safety side of it, because we're taking care of it. And a police officer is a deterrent, because when somebody sees that police officer, they go, you know what? I'm going to think twice about doing something wrong. That's what we want here, and that's the whole purpose of getting police officers here, working, integrating with the public to where they go, you know what, they're here to help me, because tourism is about public safety.
Travel is life-changing. Travel and tourism allows our economy to grow. It also provides more job opportunities than we could ever imagine. And it helps us to create a quality of life for our citizens that they may not have known. It also makes us able to provide a cleaner and a safer city. We're particularly excited about the ability that we've been able to have by connecting with the Louisiana State Police, getting them here, providing enhanced security along with our New Orleans Police Department.
Travel is economic opportunity. Travel to New Orleans means jobs for our citizens in our region. As we approach the 10-year anniversary of Katrina, the eyes will be on New Orleans from all around the world to see how we've come back. So I expect travel to increase throughout the summer and as we approach the anniversary. But travel means expanding our middle class and providing quality jobs for our citizens here in New Orleans.
Travel is education, opportunity, and adventure.
What does it mean to you and to the city of New Orleans and the state of Louisiana?
Oh my goodness, it means that people from throughout the world get to come in and experience our extremely unique and wonderful culture and traditions here. And in exchange, the city of New Orleans gets to continue to grow its traditions and its culture by the funding that comes from tourism.
People should support tourism because it helps to create jobs, it helps to provide a cleaner and safer city, and it provides just opportunities for people to grow and see another side of life that they might not have seen otherwise.
People should support tourism because New Orleans is a city like no other. Our culture, our food, from everything, the Jazz Fest, Mardi Gras, to our Mardi Gras Indians, those are all important factors that make us the gumbo city that we are, and it's important that travel is supported, and as we increase travel, we also increase the economic impact to our city.
Every time I visit a new place, I learn something new. Every time I go to a different location and experience the people there, I'd learn about people. And so it's important for the people who travel because you learn so much from it. It's important to us because it means funding for our culture and traditions, and it means jobs.
I work for Sheraton New Orleans, and I won the Tourism Award.
What is your job at the Sheraton?
I'm an executive steward.
What was your reaction when you found out that you won the award?
I was really excited.
What does travel and tourism mean to you?
It's a boost for the economy for the city.
And you personally?
More economy for me and my family as well.
I work at the Maison Dupree Hotel. I'm the kitchen supervisor over there. I'm pretty much in charge of making sure everything goes out smoothly, make sure all the food is correct. And I won the award at the New Orleans Tourism.
What was your reaction when you found out that you won the award?
My reaction, I was pretty excited and hysterical because I didn't think I would win.
What does travel and tourism mean to you?
Travel and tourism, like I said in my video, it's just pretty much a way to bring in revenue. To me, it just means a way to bring in revenue.
I won the New Orleans Will Award. I had started off in room attendant as a housekeeper, and I had worked myself up to guest service supervisor.
What does tourism mean to you?
It's mean good. I'm just kind of nervous right now, but tourism is good to me.
What was your reaction when you found out you won the award?
I was happy, very excited.
It's a spectacular day because, you know, one of the things we're celebrating this week with New Orleans Will, which New Orleans Will is another one of those fill in the blanks. You know, it's a fill in the blank like travel is. And what New Orleans Will is about, which is one of our creations, is yes, it's an advocacy tool, but it's a way to tell the story of what travel means from the individual level. You know, we've honored some amazing men and women from the front lines in tourism jobs here in the city today, which is just amazing. We've remembered some of the greats who have passed away in this past year. You know, we have thanked partners. It's the thing about tourism that's so wonderful is that 85% of it is small businesses. Yeah, there are a lot of great Fortune 500 companies with wonderful divisions and operating units here, but it is medium and small-sized businesses comprised of people, working people, from every neighborhood and virtually every street in the city of New Orleans. And it makes it special, and we're beginning to tell the story of what the face of tourism truly is, because the face of tourism in a place that is known for its hospitality and that incredible Southern friendliness with a French twist, it comes from the people that we work next to. It's the colleagues that we have. It's the way that they greet people at 11 o'clock at night in a hard travel day when they're checking into their hotel bone tired. It's getting them excited about what they're going to do when they wake up that next morning and go have Bananas Foster. So it's our people who are their guides, their coaches, their welcomers, and we do an extraordinary job at it, and we're going to be thanking those people all week.
If people have questions like more information, what should they do?
They should go to NewOrleansCVB.com, or they should call the New Orleans Convention and Visitors Bureau at 504-566-5011 and ask for the best public relations department in the United States in our business, and they will help them with every bit of information they need.
Today we're at the Capitol with Louisiana's Workforce Experience. It's a collection of Louisiana's 13 community and technical colleges where we're featuring some of the best programs offered in our institutions. These are some of the hottest occupations in Louisiana. It is some of the best faculty you'll find anywhere in the nation, and also my favorite, students. We have students in the Capitol today, and I'm telling you, it's always exciting to see the bright futures that they have ahead of them in some of the nation's fastest growing occupational fields.
What are some of those fields?
We have today process technology, we have non-destructive testing, lots in the construction arena, welding, lots of healthcare related programs, so there's no shortage. I would encourage anyone who has an opportunity to get out and take a look at some of those programs.
And what are your main legislative agenda items for this session?
Obviously, everyone's talking about the budget, and that's a key part of it. We certainly have to have the resources to meet the mission. But beyond that, we're also continuing to advance the agenda of workforce alignment to ensure the programs that we're offering are aligned with the workforce needs and being that much more efficient. We're continuing to be called upon to do more with less, and we're continuing to try to find ways to do that. But also trying to seek policy ways that we can develop public-private partnerships. Industry has tremendous workforce needs today. We're doing everything we can to meet those needs. It's also important that industry continue to invest. We're seeing huge commitment on the part of industry today, and so we'll continue that discussion here at the legislative arena as well.
What role does the board play in meeting workforce needs?
Well, I think that's a more role, scope, and mission. I mean, if you look at what has recently happened with economic development around the state, 85% of the critical jobs for the state of Louisiana are housed right in our community and technical colleges. So we are in the sweet spot. But that doesn't negate the fact that we have to do a better job, as we continue to do. We're trying to get the K-12 and also matriculate our students all into four-year institutions. We're at the nexus point. But we have young adults. Our average age in our community colleges is 27 years old across the state. So they're young adults. Many of them have careers going on for additional education to grow their economic wealth for their family, as well as the kids coming out of high school who can go and get an associate's degree and transfer over to a four-year institution or into the workforce. So it's a huge responsibility, and we don't take it lightly.
And tell me about today. What is going on here at the Capitol?
This is wonderful. We started this last year. All 13 of our colleges, technical and community colleges, are represented. They're showing the best and brightest of our workforce needs around the state in a myriad of different occupational needs, from healthcare to advanced manufacturing to the IT community, digital media. You will be impressed by the knowledge that these young people house, and I love it, absolutely love it.
What exactly is workforce education?
Workforce education is a unique niche at Baton Rouge Community College. It's to help people to get gainfully employed in the greater Baton Rouge region. So our niche market is to train people who are 28 and up, looking to be retrained or to find industry-based certification to be gainfully employed in the Baton Rouge region, from industrial training, from non-destructive testing, welding, pipe fitting, so forth, or into the medical field of medical building coding, phlebotomy, certified nursing assistants, and other crafts.
And what does your program have to offer the students over another type of program?
Well, the program we're highlighting here today is our non-destructive testing program. That program has been supported by industry from Exxon, Dow, and also testing companies of Turner, Capital Ultrasonics, and Team and Minstrels. Our graduates actually have a 97% job placement rate, and they've been starting salary after 6 months of training is around $60,000, and within 2 years after that, it doubles to about $120,000.
And how long can students expect to be in these type of programs?
The program we have it's a part-time program. So our classes go 4 months long, Monday through Friday, from 7 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, for 4 months of training. And then we have a ninth program of non-destructive testing that's a year-round program. And they receive training in levels 1 and 2, classroom and lab. And they get all hands-on training, and a lot of companies visit the program and talk to our students.
Why is a public-business partnership important?
Well, we just don't want to be training for the training's sake. The goal of workforce education is to get all of our students placed. And the only way to make sure that happens is that we have to be in tune with what industry needs and what their employers want. So we spend a lot of time revisiting our training curriculum, working with our instructors, making sure our labs are set up as like they're going to an industry, a job site, and make sure at the end of the day they get the skills they need to be gainfully employed. So we have to have employer partnerships to make that possible.
And where can people get more information about your program?
Come visit us at mybrcc.edu and look for workforce education at the upper right-hand link of the webpage.
Right now, we're gathered here just to basically get an insight more into how it is to work as an actual NDT, being able to witness them do the procedures on different test models, so we can see hands-on instead of, because at school we just basically deal with textbook and we deal with lecture, and we have a little bit of hands-on, but it's not really showing us how they do it at the job site. It's just make-believe things. So we're here to get more exposure and find out more things about the program we're in.
Why did you choose that program?
Honestly, when I first chose to do NDT, I chose it because I really didn't know anything about the program. I chose it because I like to have a challenge when I go to school, and I like, if it's too easy for me, then I get bored. So when I read about it, I felt like it went with my characteristics. I'm a perfectionist. I like to, I naturally spot imperfections when I walk into a place. So I felt that being an inspector would be perfect for me, and I also wanted something where I could be able to help people. And this is a very serious job because it saves lives.
And why did you choose Baton Rouge Community College?
I chose Baton Rouge Community College because it was a small campus, and I feel that I already went to college at a huge university, and I know how it feels to not be able to get the attention you need, and to just not having a complete understanding because there's so many students. And at Baton Rouge Community College, especially at Port Allen, we have maybe 7 or 8 students in our class, so that gives us plenty of time to actually learn in our class and get attention in the areas that we need. Mr. Thad is able to help us with our individual problems, faster and more efficiently.
Is there anything else you want to add about the college or your learning experience?
I'm really just enjoying myself. We're right at the beginning right now, so we really haven't got, to the meat of things. But so far, I'm really enjoying the experience. I'm one of 2 girls in the class. Mr. Thad is an awesome teacher. He explains everything thoroughly. He's patient. I have a lot of questions. I'm the one in class with a whole bunch of questions, and he's very patient. So I think it's a good program.
North Shore Technical Community College is one of Louisiana's 13 community colleges, and we're very excited. We are on the North Shore, so everything north of Lake Pontchartrain. We have multiple campus locations. We offer close to 20 workforce development training programs, and we have a significant transfer partnership with Southeastern Louisiana University.
And tell me a little bit about today's event.
Today's event is our Louisiana Workforce Experience. Now more than ever, must we showcase our student talent. We have students here with us today in the information technology sector who are currently employed, some who are about to graduate, earning significant income, empowering Louisiana's economy. We know that what we do is important to our state. We know that what we do is important to our employers more than ever. So we are here because we believe that we're building a stronger Louisiana.
And what other types of programs do you offer?
Yeah, so we offer everything from the health sciences to industrial technology, you name it, drafting and design technology, your nursing, of course, our welding, machining, but we also offer transfer opportunities, which are key. Many of our graduates go on in information technology, health sciences, industrial technology. They become very successful. They're offered management, supervision opportunities. So for us to build that pathway, that strong, robust career pathway that will bring them to their baccalaureate is very important. So, and even more important than both of those two items is our outreach to the high schools. So we fully support and participate in the Louisiana Jumpstart Initiative to promote dual enrollment and career development in the early grades, to build those pathways, build those pipelines.
What exactly does the community college and technical college have to offer students over, say, a four-year university?
What do we have to offer over a four-year university? Yeah. How's it different, I think, is the best way to position that one because, again, that partnership is so key. So I'd say the difference is our students from day one of enrollment, they're heavily engaged in application, practical application of their learning. So theory and practical application are there in day one. So we carry that through their journey. We place them in employment. We follow them once they're employed. We stay very closely connected. We work with our industry partners on key internship opportunities where a job availability is only there if the student successfully completes the full program. And so we're very excited. We have multiple partners who participate in that internship experience, and that's key as well.
And where can people get more information about the programs that you offer?
www.northshorecollege.edu. Look us up on Facebook, Twitter. We have a very heavy social media presence. We also have an open campus we launched recently. It's www.ntccopencampus.com.
And is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I'd like to encourage everyone to keep an eye on the Louisiana Workforce Experience, but most importantly, keep an eye on our Louisiana 2020, which is our strategic plan for the state of Louisiana that will guide the success of our workforce, build a stronger Louisiana, all fashioned out of our community and technical college system.
Tell me, why did you choose the program that you did?
It is booming. This business is incredible. There's about 1 million different jobs out there, so if anybody's out there interested in finding a job, this is the place to be right now. You can get jobs in fiber optics, you can build Ethernet cables. Cat 6 is really hot right now. We have so many things open for people. It's an open field right now.
And what did North Shore College have to offer you?
Everything. It was love at first sight, I guess. I thought it was really important to do something that I enjoyed, and IT, their program is incredible. And Mr. No and Miss Ann, they're some of the best people I know, and Miss Chelsea, who's not here today, but she really got me going with just simple IT essentials and everything I needed.
And tell me a little bit about the job that you're getting now.
Right now, I work with Core Networks, and it is the nicest job ever. Ethan and Jonathan are my bosses. They're teaching me how to run cable, how to run VoIP phones, port phone numbers over. It's a really big field.
And what would you say to somebody that may be considering that field or the community college route?
Go for it. It's really important to finish your education, so no matter what, no matter where, but please choose us because we're the best.
Our 13 institutions in the Louisiana Community and Technical College system, we're showcasing some of our programs that we do to promote workforce development in Louisiana.
And some of those things that you promote workforce are?
Well, ours that we have here today is some of the 3D printing in our graphic arts area and our computer simulations. Some of the bigger jobs that we do are also process technology, industrial instrumentation, aviation, and healthcare.
And why are those fields important to Louisiana's workforce?
Well, I can tell you, if you know anything, especially about Southwest Louisiana where we're located, there's $85.9 billion of industrial expansion going on. And some of those hot jobs that we're required or we're tasked for training for are process technology, industrial instrumentation, many of the construction crafts. This is going to help many of the citizens of Louisiana find some good, high-skill, high-wage jobs and put them to work.
And why should people choose your college?
Well, I guess I'm a little biased because I'm the chancellor of the college, because really and truly, workforce development, when you say college, many people, first of all, they think of a 4-year degree, which there's nothing wrong with that. But we have to redefine what we mean by college. College is an associate degree, it's a diploma, it's a certificate, it's any program that's going to get you into the workforce and get you a decent, high-paying job. And why should you choose Sewella for this? Because we have those critical, industry-related, specific programs that are going to lead to this employment.
And why is today's event so important?
I think it's a way to make the public in general realize the value of workforce education in the community colleges. In the economy, the expanding economy that we have in Louisiana today, the community college is our direct contact with the business and industry, which helps us train for those specific jobs and put the students to work.
And where can people get more information about your program?
You can visit our website, that's www.sewella.edu. You can get all the information about our programs and the services that we offer.
Here we're showing off our 3D printer, which takes plastic in a filament, melts it down, and extrudes it into a 3D object. So we're demonstrating that to the crowd here and students that are walking by, and people seem to love this product and the equipment that we have to show. So,
what are some possible uses of a 3D printer? What can they use these for?
well, in let's take drafting or automotive. They could take a 3D scanner with a high detail and scan a product or part that may have broken on site, and they can scan that in and run it back through the 3D printer, and essentially in a 3D program they can repair it and then do another 3D print of it. So they can really like quickly prototype out like items or parts that they're using.
And why is this program important?
Well, this program is important because 3D printers are now becoming very relevant in a lot of programs, not just arts. So it's becoming important that students come up through high school learning 3D programs and learning the importance of 3D.
And what are some of the things that you offer the students? What do they learn?
Well, they learn, at our school they learn networking, but there's a myriad of programs through automotive, 3D theory, and that's, again, those are important things to get a job in this day and age.
The main focus for this legislative session is reminding our legislators that we are the answer to the economic development workforce needs of the state of Louisiana. That's our message. It's profound today with our 13 colleges here. It's a message that we have not wavered on since all of the hoopla with budget cuts have come on. We have the resources needed to meet the economic needs of the state of Louisiana.
Tell me what happened in today's meeting.
Well, as we always deal with the utility issues for Louisiana. One of the issues I thought that was really important for us today is dealing with the case of when a utility customer is abandoned by the utility company. What that means is, and to give a more specific example, we have natural gas companies that provide natural gas to certain houses. Well, sometimes in very, very unique cases or remote circumstances, the company can no longer deliver natural gas to a home. In that case, it's called illegal abandonment. But what it means is that customer, that household, is going to have to convert to something else other than natural gas, usually propane. What happened here today and what has happened in the past is that the companies, that get natural gas companies, convert the people's homes for them, gives them a convenience payment, and make sure the transition is smooth and seamless. And that's something we like to see here and oversee at the Commission. In addition to that, we hope to come up with policy changes that specifically address abandonment in cases like that going forward, so that we don't have to kind of reinvent the wheel over and over again. it's not that we don't address things on a case by case, but that as it comes up again, we sort of have a roadmap for how to handle abandonment cases going forward. That helps the customers be served better and to understand what's going to happen. It lets the companies that provide the services understand what they're facing in the case that they have to make an abandonment, and it provides clarity for everybody, and ultimately I think it serves the public a lot better.
It was a short meeting, and we didn't have that many dockets, but I had a couple of things that's very important to me, and I want to clarify for the record that we always are going to strive to give money back to the retail ratepayers where we can, and also ratepayers in general. So that I hope that after we came out, the instruction was that, first of all, we're going to appeal, and second is that we will work out mechanism for getting money back. If we win our case and we get money from the legislature, we'll get it back to the ratepayer. That was probably the biggest issue and one that takes a lot of time. The other one I had is with a water company. I have our owner of a water company, the WTSO, who I'll say publicly is a horrible operator. With all the rain of the last few days, we've had horrible service in South Louisiana. They have a facility in South Lake Charles, they have it in Vermilion, they have it in Evangeline, St. Landry. But I called for our staff to look into it and bring a hefty fine, the maximum fine, if we can find out that they did not do their job of operating. So to me, probably in my district, that was the biggest issue to me today. But, we have I hope our meetings get more issues that come up, and I think we will next month because we already have several issues for the agenda. But a good commission, even though I publicly disagree with, and the little issue with the cutting the pipelines in Cheneyville, which is in Rapides Parish, I just disagree with strong-arming people or being a bully, and I think we have a genuine bully on the Public Service Commission.
Today, all of the Miss Louisiana contestants are here for the Miss America Day of Service, which is a national day of service. Every Miss America contestant across the country is volunteering today. We're so lucky that we were able to partner with our philanthropy, Children's Miracle Network, and come to the hospital today and visit all the kids.
Could you tell me about the Miss America Serves program?
Yeah, so it's a national day of service. It's service, fundraising, and just really camaraderie amongst the contestants for us to be able to come together and do something that we all love and give back to the community.
All right, and what do you enjoy about volunteering at events like this?
Oh, I love Children's Miracle Network. It's just a cause that's so close to my heart, and to be able to come together with other girls competing for the title of Miss Louisiana this year, I think it's just going to be a really special day for all of us. And to go into the rooms and visit those kids that are sick, maybe brighten their day a little bit, and they teach us something too, so I think it's going to be a great day of service for us. I'm really excited about it, and I know the girls are excited too.
Today you came to Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital, and we are a children's hospital with an adult facility. Today the ladies came and visited our young patients that are presently in the hospital receiving treatment or care because of an illness or an injury.
And what was the hospital's reaction to having Miss Louisiana here today?
Oh, absolutely excited. Yesterday I got the pleasure to tell a little friend of mine that's been in the hospital for a long time that some beautiful ladies that wear crowns were coming, and her eyes just lit up. So she was so excited. The girls, the boys, they're always amazed at just seeing these beautiful ladies coming down the hall and their crowns and their sashes. So the kids and the families really appreciate them coming and taking the time just to come and visit and wish them well and encouraging them through their hospital stay. We love the support of organizations like this, and we appreciate them, just like I said, coming and spending time with our kids and encouraging them and telling them how beautiful they are and just letting them know that people are thinking of them and truly care about them.
Well, I'm really excited to be here today at the Boys and Girls Club of Starkville for the Miss America National Day of Service. And so basically girls, title holders and volunteers all around the community, all around the United States, get a chance to go out in their communities and do their own service projects. So I chose to focus on my platform, 13 Going on 30. So I've invited girls out in the community in Starkville to come out for just a really, really exciting day of fun. We're going to have breakfast and lunch and a motivational speaker. We're going to do some Zumba today, and just get a chance for the girls to really team up one-on-one with mentors here to talk about different issues like self-esteem, goal setting, finding positive role models, and I think it's really, really important for the growth and development of young women, because being involved in an organization like Miss America, where it's all about service and it's all about empowering women, I think this is perfect, and it's a great opportunity to be able to give back. I'm very, very excited about the mentors that I have here today, because so many of them come from very different backgrounds. I have a few girls who have competed in the Miss Mississippi pageant. I have girls that go to Mississippi State University. But I think the unique thing about all of these women is that they're all diverse. And I think that's the important thing, is that the girls who come out today will be able to relate to each and every one of them, because they've been through certain things. They have had certain experiences in their lives where they can talk to these girls and really get on their level and help them to understand that they've been there, they know what it's like, and so that's why they want to be able to talk to them, and they want to be an encouragement for them and just a role model. So that's why I have them out here today. Well, 13 Going on 30, I'm not sure if you've seen the movie, but it's about a young girl on her 13th birthday who wishes to be 30 years old, and the next day she wakes up and she is. And she realizes that she's not ready for the responsibility of being an adult. She's not ready for the responsibility of any of that yet. And so that's what I want these young girls to understand. I want them to embrace their childhood. I want them to embrace being a kid and understand that they have all the time in the world to grow up, but to just enjoy life right now, because it goes by so quickly and you're gonna wish you could go back once you get older. But I want them to enjoy it right now so that they can find out who they want to be when they grow up, and so that they can just enjoy this time right now. So that's what this day is all about, just encouraging them and also letting them know that once they do get to that life, to that point in their life of being an adult, that they can be whatever they want to be one day, and making smart decisions today is important for that. I think the Miss America Serves program is absolutely incredible, because it gives women like me and people all over the community just a chance to really, really give back. Miss America is all about service. It's all about scholarship. It's all about pouring into your community. And so I think it's perfect that Miss America has partnered with the Children's Miracle Network. So basically we're supporting the Children's Miracle Network today, being able to raise money and give proceeds to the hospitals to make sure that children are cared for. But I think that it's also really, really great, because each girl, each title holder all over the United States has chosen her own service project. And that's the really, really great thing about it, because you get to see our hearts and what we're devoted to, what we're passionate about, and we get a chance to serve other people, and that's what life is all about.
A major cornerstone of the Miss America organization and the Miss Louisiana organization is service. So today it's all about service. It's all about giving back, what we can do for the community, and hopefully we'll make an impact in the lives of other people today.
This has been the Louisiana Hometown Network. If you have questions about this program, call us at Hometown Productions.